Hello Rog fans, and today we see the first appearance of the tinfoil hat. Well, using Roger's fantastic philosophy of no pounds, no pence and no cents in the budget, we made our very own using Rog Hats Incorporated lovely tinfoil hat. Unlike those people on YouTube who are only interested in this, who bought theirs from a shop. What a bunch of morons they are. Why would you buy it from a shop floor? You've got a couple of hands? Mind you, there was a bit of a moment because I didn't realise that tinfoil hats are essentially dangerous, because I did nearly superglue to my head at one point, but that's not important right now. What's important is, why is the hat on? Because today we are having a tinfoil hat edition about do aliens control the world and all that sort of jazz. Well, this has been going on off and on in the alternative media, which seems to be the same thing, for quite a long time. This idea of Area 51, alien bodies, the Americans call them DUMBs, I think the Americans call them, deep underground military bases, huge military bases under big mountains and stuff, all full of multiple levels with aliens in it and everything, and aliens meeting people, in presidents and stuff, and aliens meeting Nordic aliens, and people having experience of aliens are coming through walls and stuff and just appearing in the bathroom and all this sort of thing. And it's been going on for quite a while. This is probably 30-40 years these reports have been going, that the military are in all countries are secretly working with aliens and they're trading technology. And I thought, trading technology, what have we got to offer? Really, what have we got to offer? The washing machine and Microsoft Windows. They ain't going to have that crap, are they? It's ridiculous. They are offering hyper drives and plasma weapons, and we've got Windows 10. It's the least secure commercially available operating system, and it has more viruses than any operating system in existence, and it's still fully compatible with all the ones from Windows and XP. Of course they're going to have that. But they learned their lesson from Jeff Goldblum, didn't they, in Independence Day, eh? They learned their lesson with that. Using a simple program written in C++, it could connect a serial port cable directly into the alien ship and put a virus in. Of course they ain't going to use anything that's Microsoft compatible. They ain't stupid, are they? So, where's the evidence? Where is the evidence? Remember that, of course, that the monarchies of the world are all reptilian aliens, all shape-shifting people who eat children and drink their blood and all this sort of thing. And so the Rog thought, well, okay, let's have a look at what evidence there is that aliens are in the world, are amongst us. The aliens are amongst us, and that they're controlling society or influencing society. I thought, well, what alien technology have we had in the last 50 years that's been? We've had nothing, and then the only thing the Rog can find is the F-117A stealth fighter, which is highly suspicious in its origin, as there was nothing even experimental at that time. It was vaguely as advanced as that, and it just came out of nowhere. It was suddenly we know how to do it. But not only do we know how to do it, we know how to do it to a very high standard indeed. Whereas previously, before that, the SR-71 Blackbird was the most stealthy plane in the world. And that was nowhere near as advanced as this thing, and it just came out of nowhere. But since then, there's been nothing. So I think we could put that down to just a lucky break, really. We're still using jet engines, which are hopeless. Mind you, there is actually a tinfoil hat thing about jet engines, apparently. Well, actually, this bit's true, but the rest of it is a bit of a tinfoil hat. The true fact is that all the jet engines have little vanes on them that are tuned to certain frequencies, which is highly suspicious in itself. Tinfoil hat. And then the tinfoil hat that goes with that, he's a poet, doesn't know it, thought of a rhyme just in time, is that it's alleged that airplanes, that the big airliners, have microscopically small fuel tanks. They don't have wings full of fuel. They have a little box full of fuel, and then that's only used to start the engine. And once the engine started, it's the frequencies caused by the little blades and fans on the outside of the engine that vibrate as the air goes through, that causes the propulsion that it's actually a sonic engine. It's sound that causes the movement, and these oscillations of these little metal things is what causes it. Because there'd be no logic to tune them all to different frequencies, otherwise it would have been just solder any old bits on, wouldn't it? But that's interesting. But the fact that it's alleged that they have tiny fuel tanks, that's interesting. Have we got any evidence of that? Is it simply more tinfoil hat, or is that true? But it's got nothing to do with aliens, has it? So, aliens, right, so reptilian shape-shifting aliens. The Roger had a look into this, and he thought, okay, can we find any actual corroborated evidence? And that's not grainy black and white videos on YouTube, but actual, real, sensible, provable, demonstrably that was something very unusual evidence. So he hunted around the internet and he found lots of blurry videos, lots of videos that had been changed from PAL to CCAM format, so they were blocky, so things looked alien and they shouldn't be. Lots of things out of focus, lots of things that were CGI because they were badly edited. There'd be corruptions in the image, background transparency suddenly appearing in the background, all sorts of weird things. And he actually found, in scientific terms, minus 243 degrees Kelvin, which for those of you with a science interest will know is absolute zero. Not only did Roger find no actual solid evidence of reptilian shape-shifting aliens, Roger also found absolutely no evidence that aliens live in underground bases, even less evidence that aliens are working with the military, and even less evidence than that aliens have met members of state and had discussions with them. It all seems to be complete fantasy. But the Roger did discover something quite interesting. There has been an alien president of the United States. But do you know who it is? Ronald Reagan. So as usual, comments down below if you've got any actual evidence that Roger couldn't find, because Roger doesn't know everything. He certainly doesn't. About aliens controlling the world, ruling the world, or having hands in giving us technology. If so, why have we still got Microsoft Windows? And then I'll look forward to reading them because it's really nice. Until then, don't forget, it's not reality, it's YouTube.